frame 6.
Welcome back to this most famous of snooker venues, the Crucible Theatre in Sheffield in South Yorkshire. Just a reminder that here on Eurosport, whether it be Eurosport International, British Eurosport or Eurosport 2, we're giving you, as usual, our full and extensive coverage of the 2006 888.com World Championship. And I trust you'll enjoy the next 17 days with us as we see who's going to lift this title on this particular occasion. £200,000 to go with the title and the championship trophy out of a prize fund of just short of £900,000.
I'm sure John much happier now he's got that fifth frame on the board, and he's got a chance here as well. We pop this red on, this red in I should say. He's bound to be on the black. That's a big mistake. Came across that one. I thought he might have stunned it in actually, but obviously there was more angle than I first thought. Well, look at that, 46%.
Yes, that's it's not the John Higgins percentage you normally see, is it, Mike?
It's normally up in the 80s, 90s.
Nine.
Well, he was
16.
Trying to use the pack there to come back off them for red, but the cue ball stuck on them somewhat. And let's have a look at this again. He was hoping to get some backspin on the white there, just bring the white a little bit more to the right. He's still looking at this red to the left corner. There's also one into the yellow pocket.
Just over 3 years now since Mark reached his first and only ranking event final. That was the Scottish Open of 2003. David Gray beat him 9 frames to 7 in that final.
Mark Selby 16.
And he's not been able to manage it since. He reached the quarters of the Grand Prix at the start of the 2004-05 season. But this year, all he's got to show for his efforts is one appearance in the last 16, and that was in the Welsh.
One. Blue. John Higgins 1.
Well, John was going to slide off the blue down to the bulk colour with the white. Bulk cushion, I should say. Decided to lay the snooker. And with the reds slightly split, Mark's got to be careful here. If he doesn't drop onto one of these dead weights, he could slide off one and leave one on.
It's not quite his usual self, John, but plenty of time. These obviously much longer matches when we get to the World Championship from what we normally see in the other ranking events of the season. Just dead weight here. No, it's okay. Could be nicely behind the green. Well, that's covered everything up the right hand side of the table, and I think he might well have covered everything on the other side too.
That was an excellent shot. I think he has got John snookered on all the reds here.
Oh, that's a great escape.
Excellent shot. As long as he doesn't hit the blue full ball. Very good. Good shot. Mark should play safe on one of these reds near the black spot. Okay, the red is attempted to the left corner, but he's bound to collide into something. There's no percentage in that one.
Well, full credit to them.
Well, I said that. It attempted it. Not sure if that was the right shot. Another bit of lack of experience there.
One.
Not bad if he's on the black. I'm not sure. No, don't think so.
Green. John Higgins, 1.
Well, that's brought the black into play. And I think he's covered the red near the right corner. I think if John could level here, Mike, then he could push on.
Yes, you get the feeling
catch-up, of course.
it does need just something of a catalyst somewhere, doesn't it, to just spring John into the sort of action that we've seen from him. But Mark has kept a tightish rein on him so far, and that's very impressive. Remember, Mark's the youngest player of the 32 who are here this year. He's still only 22, but played a bad shot there and incurred a 7-point penalty.
I think he's left the red onto the right corner as well. Oh, John having the balls put back. Well, he missed that by some way.
Same again, but hopefully with better accuracy.
John's got to thread the cue ball through a couple of reds here. He'd like to play the one nearest the pink, but in doing that he might open up the area for the red nearest the corner pocket. Yes, he's playing the one just above and to the right. Well, to the right of the pink spot, actually. No, my apologies. One near the cushion. But I think it's, well, I thought there might be a shot to nothing on here. Red near the pink spot, and might go to the right corner. John didn't get the weight on the cue ball, wanted that white near the back cushion. I think this red is on for Mark. Well, this one certainly is. Well played. Clean as a whistle.
Oh, that's changed things a little. We've seen some great things from John this season, but not so far in this opening session here at the Crucible.
Yes, in the tougher half as well of the draw. There was some already mentioned: Mark Williams, Ronnie O'Sullivan, Stephen Hendry, Stephen Lee there as well. I expected John to come out all guns blazing and, well, make a point that he's here to win the title. He hasn't done it so far. This young man certainly kept him at bay. Just watching John in the background there, looks a bit fed up.
$16. $17. $24. $25.
Jack would urge you to do that earlier on in the match. Really change your pace. Now, 7 matches.
$31.
Well, great opportunity for him to put still more pressure on John. I mentioned that meeting between the two of them in the first round here last year when John put Mark out. That is their only previous meeting at all, just that one previous meeting between the two.
Light in an upward CLX and Donna Sherrill.
43. $44.
So 51 points the lead. This will make it 57, so he just needs one more red after this. And it should be straightforward across the table into the left middle pocket.
50.
There it is. And his first half century of the match. In fact, John's only had the one, and that was the 54 in the first. And, well, he lost that frame despite the 54. Oh, that's a clever little shot from Mark. He's already got the frame safe.
58.
Well, 6 frames gone, 3 more to be played in this session. 3 very important frames for the former world champion.
Mark Selby, 58 in the frame.
58 in the frame. He's done enough there to extend the lead back again to 2 frames. He was 3-1 ahead at one stage, and now he leads the former champion by 4 frames to 2. So this is going to be a little bit of a test of John Higgins' mettle. Mark's played quite well without being spectacular, and he's just kept John on the back burner a little so far. There you see the scoreline. 4 frames to 2. The youngster at 22 years of age leading, dare I say it, the old hand. He's still only 30, John, good heavens, a mere boy. Anyway, Mark Selby leading John Higgins by 4 frames to 2. Not a word being spoken between them, both of them lost in their concentration. And John will be looking for at least 2 of these last 3 to be played here this afternoon.
Thank you, frame 7.
Well, he needs to do something, and quickly. He won't be very happy with his performance so far. It's been very under par. Mark has not played at his best, but his value for that 4-2 lead. Attempted red to the middle, just overdid it slightly. And there's one here for John to the right middle as well. He can come round the back of the black. I think he's playing a cross double into the left centre. Not far away. Oh. Knew he wasn't bound to leave anything on. Well, that certainly split them. Mark really would have liked that white tight to the cue ball there. Sorry, the white tight to the cushion, I should say. Well, it is the first day. Just getting warmed up. That was the difference. John was able to... Oh, has he fluked the red? Well, John, I thought, was able to try and get that white near that top cushion. Well, that was an attempted pot to the corner. Don't think he's left anything on there. There's a possibility of the red near the blue. John could cut that one into the middle. But the white would be very close to the corner pocket. I think he's just going to try and rest this white behind the black on the top cushion.
Yes, he's left Mark a tempter to the right, but I don't think Mark's very interested in it. Well.
Well, that is unbelievable. Not only that, has he fluked the red, just look where he's finished on the pink. I think the pink will go to the middle. Oh, John will be gutted by that. He was attempting to get the white back to the top cushion. Just watch this again. Flick off the blue, into the corner. White's gone through the gap, and the pink might go. John will not be amused.
Not at all.
7. Eight.
Yes, not best pleased is probably the caption to that particular shot.
11.
Could be a little bit more than that, but not. We couldn't say that on air, of course.
Here, in the middle of this frame, 5 minutes.
18.
Chips to boost. joins the line and gets on
19. $25. 26. 32.
Well, if John sees Mark fashion a frame-winning clearance out of that original fluke, he will really
33.
be extremely annoyed.
All part of the game, of course, but it certainly hurts when you're 4-2 behind. Play that well.
39. 40. 47. 48. 55.
A second consecutive half-century then for the youngster.
56.
Here's the fluke that started it all again, flicking off the blue into the corner and the white threading itself through incredibly to put him on the pink.
I don't think it was so much the red that hurt Mike, it was the position that he finished in on that pink, which has enabled him to put this break together. Alright, you get as many against you as you do for you, so take advantage when they come around.
$63.
John needs a snooker now.
69.
Can't see him coming out of the chair though. Oh well. He will now because only one snooker required. Bad shot really. Should have made short.
Well, there you see the equation.
Well, I thought he was playing a cross double for a minute, but that's an excellent pot to the middle. Yeah, Mark should have made sure of that red, Mike. You know, those sort of situations, they come back to bite you, don't they? I mean, John only needs one snooker. You'll take a few blacks here first. Well, if you can, I don't know about the two reds together. I'm not sure if they're potable.
I'd have to develop those, and don't forget there's one more red down in the bulk area too.
But only one snooker required. You know, Mark should have made sure of that red into the centre. Bound to be 5-2. Now he's got to win it again. Fine, John needs a snooker, but if he gets the snooker, that's unnecessary pressure. And look where the red is down the table. Perfect to lay in behind the yellow.
16.
He'll take two reds, two blacks here, and try and lay the snooker off that last red, I'm sure.
Yep. 17.
Terry Camilleri, the man in charge of this match between John Higgins and Mark Selby. He's become one of the regulars on the refereeing circuit, Terry, the last couple of years. I first saw him taking charge of matches in the Malta Cup,
24.
which of course is where he comes from. Yes, that's the sort of position he'd like to be in. Well, he's going to have to play this the other way.
Well, he might take the red now. He wanted to be beyond the red, of course, leave himself the position to lay the snooker, but he could take the red, take on the high value colour, pink or black.
It's got to be a high value colour.
33.
Ooh, needs to slow down. He's got the pink to the middle, but he didn't play there. What are we, 36 the difference? That'll make it 30, so he can win with one snooker.